All right, so part 3 and part 4 of your procedure will walk you through basically the exact same thing, but with using different substances. One of those substances for part 3 is this guy right here, sucrose. Sucrose is a sugar. Now, sucrose is right there. CaCO3, also known as calcium carbonate, also known as chalk, is right here. Now, one thing I wanted to draw your attention to, and this might be kind of tough to see, but these are both approximately 1 gram of these two substances. One of them is a very fine powder, whereas one of them, the sucrose, is some pretty strong crystals or pretty hard crystals. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make first my sucrose solution. One thing that you'll need to do is you'll need to find the formula for sucrose, and you can simply Google that. Now that I have my sucrose in the volumetric flask, what I want to do is I want to see, does this dissolve? So what we saw a little bit ago was sodium chloride dissolved, and by virtue of it being able to conduct electricity, it was an electrolyte, therefore it dissociated. So that dissociates and dissolves. Now from the naked eye, we'll be able to see if something dissolves. We won't be able to see if it dissociates until we test it with the batteries. Okay. So I've got some water that I've added. Okay, now swirly whirly. It's maybe not dissolving quite as easily as the sodium chloride, but it's definitely dissolving. So it is going into solution. The question is, will it actually, or does it dissociate? So I'm going to transfer some more water in here. Get this filled up to the line where I have 100 milliliters of my solution. Stop! Now I use my transfer pipette. Droppy, droppy, drop, 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 drop. And scene. Perfect. 100 milliliters. I've got my beaker here. Transferring. And now what I have is my battery. I got my length of wire. Drop that in there, drop that in there. Okay, I have a connection there. Now the question is, will my solution conduct electricity? No way! No lights! No, it doesn't light up! Okay, so what that tells you is that this sucrose, well, it works fantastic in that it dissolves, but it doesn't dissociate. Now, when you look up the formula for sucrose, one thing that you'll have to ask yourself is this an ionic compound or is it a molecular compound? Now, it does not dissociate, or it does not conduct electricity. Therefore, is it a strong electrolyte, a weak electrolyte, or a non-electrolyte? It would be a non-electrolyte. Now, you would do the exact same thing, making the dilutions, but if one sample, or if one solution doesn't conduct electricity, are any of the other ones going to? No.